there guys, Ben here from Corner Flag Games and welcome back to episode number 10 of the Scunthorpe United Road to a Glory career mode. So now guys, just a little bit of insider information. This is now the second time that I've tried to record this episode. I got halfway through the first time of doing it and then I realised I had sound mixing with my microphone that I wasn't able to get rid of. So I've had to go all the way back to my backup save and try and work this out and get it done properly for you guys. But never mind, I will now move across into the calendar. We'll have a look at what games we've got on for today's episode. So we've got the game here against Fleetwood Town at home, so I'll sim that one. I'll play the Burton Albion game this time. I'll sim through the Rotherham game a week later, and then a week after that we've got Wigan to round out the February part of the calendar at home. Then we've got a game here against Bolton, and this is where I realised I'd already gotten to before I stopped recording and had to go back through it again. So I will play the Bolton game. This game a week later against Doncaster, I'll sim. Then you've got a midweek game against Barnsley. And then Shrewsbury on the 20th to round out that week. And then to finish out the month of March, we've got Lincoln and Gillingham. So guys, I'll get the team all set up and ready to go for you guys. And I'll see you in our first game, which will be the simulator game against Fleetwood Town. Okay guys, so we now move into this first simulator game. It's a home game against Fleetwood Town, and it will be the first team running out in this fixture as well. So we'll simulate straight through this one, and it's a convincing 3-0 win for us. Brace for Rivera and a goal for Sonkrasin. Okay guys, so we now move into this second game. It's a play game against Burton Albion away on February the 13th. So guys, there for the squad has been picked. Let's get in to this game. Alrighty guys, so here we go. It's a foggy night here at this game as a Burton Albion play host to us Scunthorpe at Pirelli Stadium. Here is how the hosts will line up. So it will be Stephen Bywater in goal. A back four of Brayford, O'Toole, Flowen and Kavanagh. Five in the midfield in Dem, Court, Edwards, Quinn and Nilsson. Yates will be up top as their striker. Here is how the Irons will line up. It's the full first team with Batala in goal. A back four of Diaz, Wright, McGahey and Tavares. Caccini and Rivera will hold up the defensive midfield with Mobile on the right, Colcliffe on the left, Sonkrasin as the cam, and Eric up front as the striker. And it will be a Burton Albion to get things kicked off in this game. So we're looking for a good 3 points out of this fixture. Nearly at 100 points in the league so far. Really an absolute whitewash. So let's get those games rolling and let's see if we can do it in this episode. Rivera, I'm scared to make a pass with him at the moment. Rivera through. That's a decent ball for Eric to get his feet onto, and he's going to have a ping from range and he's just missed it. Oh, that was so very nearly close. There it is on the replay. Just cuts it a little bit too far across. Bywater to try and get down to it. Pretty sure he had his angles covered. He flicked that ball through for Eric. Can he get it past his man? Does try to. He's going to have to come all the way back, though. It is Caccini who works a bit of spacing, gets one off, and it's just wide in the end. It's a corner now for Burton Albion. Edwards will take it. 31 minutes played. We're just looking to get this one completely out. They do get the header, though. Gahi. Inside Rivera. 1-2. Quick fire passing here. Caccini looks to go wide into Eric. Can Eric spray that ball through? No, it's just too fancy in the end, but he will win it back. And he gives it into Colcliffe. We found Chanatip Sonkrasin, though. He's streaming forward. He's going to go in himself, and he fires it into the back of the net. The tie centre attacking midfielder. It's taken nearly 40 minutes to get the goal, but we've gotten it, and we will move on ahead. Here, as you can see on the replay, he manages to break through the defence. We've caught Burton Albion napping, playing on their high line, and we've managed to break through the middle of the centre-backs. And Chanatip Sonkrasin on his favoured left boot will smash that one in. It's hit side netting all the way. And the goal does come to Chanatip Sonkrasin in the 39th minute. That's 9 for him now in EFL League 1. And with 40 minutes played so far in this game, nearing the half-time break, it will be Burton Albion to get something going. And as I say that, they've turned over possession here into Colcliffe. He's just going to belt on down the line. Hopefully he doesn't get caught here. Just look to bring it back though. Oh, he gets done by Court on the way through. Nobody's there. We've looked to go wide. It's Nilsson. Is he going to cut one in? A cheeky one in? No. Bailey Wright is there in the end. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do us for this first half against Burton Albion. It was a fairly decent showing by us. Rivera getting off the mark very, very early with his very, very bad possession. But it's that man, Chanatip Songkrasen, scoring the goal so far. And as we roll into the sheds at halftime, it is Burton Albion 0, Scunthorpe United 1. Here are the matchbacks at the halftime break. So, for Burton Albion, it is 0 goals, 2 shots, none on target, with a shooting accuracy of a big fat duck. To Scunthorpe's 1 goal, 3 shots, 1 on target, with a shooting accuracy of 33%. They do have better passing accuracy than us, with 80% to them and 78% to Scunthorpe. We do hold the possession very slightly, with 53% to us and 47% to Burton Albion. So, guys, without further ado, we'll crack straight on to the second 45 minutes. And it will be the Irons of Scunthorpe United to kick things off here for this second half. We're looking for a bit more of a classy showing, though. We're falling apart just a little bit here. So Burton will have a throw in 52 minutes in. Eleanor inside the Dem. Gone into Quinn. They're going at the outside of the box. Yates takes a strike. Batala comes across, but it was wide. It's looking for a bit of space here for Eric. Eric does on the turn. Takes the strike off and it hits the post on the way through. But lads, it's taken us an hour. We're 2-0 up in this fixture. Eric bags another goal for himself. Here is the replay for everybody. Chanatip Songkrasen lifts up a pass, finds Eric, who does turn his man. As the other one does try and come across, he does smack his foot all the way through that ball. And in the end, he does ricochet it off the post on the way through. And it's in the back of the net. The goal does come to Eric on the 60th minute. And that is 21 for him now in EFL League 1. And on the hour mark, it will be Burton Albion to kick things off again for what remains of this fixture. They're not playing all that well, although they are playing better than what they did last time we did play against them. One's through to Awa Mabil. He sends it on for Diaz, who's just going to bolt on down the line here. Is he going to be caught? He's just going to have to turn and bring it back. Go back to Awa Mabil, who's going to come in on an angle and have a ping himself. But that is atrocious. Wright does win the possession as Rivera sits and waits for it. Can we spring a ball wide here for Grozav? Grozav on the outside takes the ping. Oh, it's narrow wide in injury time. What has he done? He's just cut a little bit too far. As I said, there is a whole 15 seconds left to play in this fixture as Bywater gets the restart going. Caccini does win it. Do we have anything else left? Grozav wins the secondary header, but it's not going to be enough time to go and get ourselves another attacking threat. We do pull away in this game. Eric bagging another goal to add to his tally. And at the end of 90 minutes, it does finish up. Burton Albion 0, Scunthorpe United 2. So guys, here are the matchbacks after our 90 minutes against Burton Albion. So for them, it was 0 goals, 3 shots, none on target with a shooting accuracy of a big fat duck. To Scunthorpe United's 2 goals, 8 shots, 3 on target with a shooting accuracy of 37%. We did kick off with the passing accuracy on 87% to their lowly 77%. And we did claw back a little bit more of the possession with 56% to us, 44% lying to Burton Albion. Alrighty guys, so moving into our next game, this one is away to Rotherham in the league on February the 20th. It will be a simulated game. It will be the first team up there on the right-hand side, and we'll skip straight on through this one. And it is a 4-0 win for us with Eric bagging another brace, Rivera with 1, and Bailey Wright with a goal. Alrighty guys, so moving into the final game of February, and this one is a home game against Wickham in the league as well, and will be a simulated game with the first team there on the left-hand side. So we'll skip straight through it as well, and it is a 3-1 win with Eric getting another one, Rivera getting another one, and Bailey Wright once again grabbing another. Okay guys, so moving into our next game, and this one is the first game of the month of March, and we are away to Bolton, the ex-Premier League club in the league. So the squad has been picked, guys, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so here we are at the University of Bolton Stadium as we take on the ex-Premier League outfit as they host us, Scunthorpe United. And here is our opponent's lineup with Ben Alwick in goal, a back four of Lorch, Lamonier, Garcia and Chickson. 5 in the midfield with Lowe, Politic, Crawford, Murphy and Buckley, and Joe Dodo will be up front as the striker. Here is how we will line up. It will be Batala in goal, a back four of Diaz, Wright, Magahi, and Tavares. Caccini and Rivera will be the CDMs. Mabil on the right, Colcott on the left, Songkrasen, Little Ty Cam, and Eric up front as the striker. And it will be the ex-Premier League side, Bolton Wanderers, who have had their massive fall from grace. They will kick off this first half looking for a convincing victory. And as I say that, it is Awa Mabil He's absolutely stormed forward and stolen possession very early on. Sonkrasen now into Rivera, who's going to take a strike. He's dropped it the first time. And that ball hits Sonkrasen. Mabil will pick up on it. Rivera into Mabil. Mabil taking the strike. Elmwick does get there, so we're looking very strong here in these opening couple of minutes of this fixture. 10 minutes in and we get the corner. It is Sonkrasen to take. It's a decent one. Eric. Oh, no, it wasn't Eric. It was Rivera at the front stick. Tries to nudge it all the way to the back post as well. But nobody's there to pick up on it. Elmwick decides to go short with that one as they give him possession now for Colcliffe. He'll stop and turn. Can he work in a pass here? He does to Awan Mabil. It's through to Sonkrasen. Sonkrasen hits it first time. And he's bagged another goal here today. A little Thai attacking midfielder. Probably the shortest bloke on the pitch. But he works wonders in that attacking midfield role. He's a real gem. As you can see here on the replay, we do get the ball in. It comes all the way across to Mabil. But it's a cheeky first time pass. Just catches the defence snapping. Poking around at the edge there of the 6-yard box, and he slots that one home past Elmwick. That goal does come to Chanatip Sonkrasen in the 19th minute. That's 10 for him now in the EFL League One. And it will be Bolton to get things off and running. So it's taken them a whole 20 minutes to concede their first goal. And we look like the side very much in control. And that is very well played by him. Sonkrasen gets knocked off the ball by Murphy. We'll look to get that one forward again. Sonkrasen through to Rovira. Colcliffe. Can we find a ball in here for Eric? As he does look to dance around both the centre-backs. And he does, and he squares it up and puts it into the back of the net. There's no way in the world Elmwick was stopping that one. And right before the 40-minute mark, it is the league and the team top scorer, Eric, who finds the back of the net here on the replay. Manages to completely do both the centre-backs. One of them standing around doing nothing while the other one decides, oh yeah, maybe I'll give it a chase. The left back nowhere near any space to come in and try and stop him. We fire it home in the back of the net. And that goal does come to Eric on the 38th minute. And that's 25 goals now in EFL League One. And right before the halftime break, it is the boys of Scunthorpe to go a second goal ahead. Bolton not looking in too good shape at the moment. But Caccini does find it. We'll go all the way straight through here. Caccini, 1-2s with Chanatip Sonkrasen. Caccini, if he can stay ahead of this one, this would be good. Caccini, can he do it himself, a defensive midfielder? He's put it straight at Elmwick. And backwards to Chickson, but it won't be enough time for them to do anything as the referee will call time on this first 45 minutes. So we came out with a very strong showing against the ex-Premier League outfit in Bolton. That man there on screen, Eric, who bags another goal for himself. As we roll into the sheds at halftime, it is Bolton 0, Scunthorpe United 2. Here are the match facts after our first 45 minutes. So for Bolton, it is 0 goals, 0 shots, 0 on target with a shooting accuracy of a big factor. For Scunthorpe United's 2 goals, 6 shots, 4 on target with a shooting accuracy of 66%. We are just nudging them ever so much in the passing accuracy with 88% for us and 84% to Bolton. We are just narrowly shading the possession with 52% to Bolton's 48%. So guys, without further ado, let's kick straight on with this second half. It will be the Irons of Scunthorpe United to kick things off for this second half. We've had a very decent display in the first half, and the minute I say that, we do turn over possession. So it's the curse of the commentator, unfortunately, in this one. They're looking to string some balls together, though, and maybe be a little bit more aggressive in this second half. And as I say that, Dodo manages to break through our defence. Batala had to think about that one, but he does put it wide. He looks to go wide. That's a great ball for Awan Mabil. I don't think he's going to be caught, though. Oh, keep it in. We launch it all the way back. Oh, Elmwick. That's a great save by the Bolton keeper. As we run all the way down the line with it. Colcliffe, it hits him at the edge of the 18-yard box. He puts his foot through it. But that's a great save by the Bolton keeper. Chini looks to push on. Chanatip Sonkrasen out wide. We get this ball in over the top for Eric to get chase onto. He does. He's going to have a ping himself, though. Oh, Elmwick spills it. But Crawford is there. It's an all sorts of mess at the back for Bolton. Elmwick will clear it, though. We get ourselves a throw in here. Alex Diaz Gives it on to Mobile. There's one at the back stick. Can we win the header? Oh, it's not good enough. Colclough. As we now head into extra time. And that will do us, ladies and gentlemen. We've taken out the ex-Premier League team, Bolton Wanderers, by 2 goals. As we walk over and shake hands with their manager. It was a very, very good game. It could have been 3 if not for Alnwick in goal. Colclough's chance in the second half. That should have been a goal in the end, but Ben Alnwick sort of stood up and gave himself a bit of pride. And at the end of 90 minutes, it does finish up Bolton 0, Scunthorpe United 2. So guys, here are the match facts after our 90 minutes against Bolton. So for them, it was no goals, 2 shots, 2 on target with a shooting accuracy of 100% to Scunthorpe's 2 goals, 10 shots, 6 on target with a shooting accuracy of 60%. Both teams ended up with a passing accuracy of 86%. And we ended up with the lesser of the possession out of the 90 minutes, with us with 48% to Bolton's 52%. Alrighty guys, so moving into our next match, this game is an away game against Doncaster in the league as well, and we will be running out the backup brigade in this fixture to give them a bit of time in their legs. So we will simulate straight on through this one, and it is a narrow 1-0 victory, but an injury to Svisto Halanti. And it is very worrisome news. Svisto Halanti has done his anterior cruciate ligament, and he's now going to be out for the next 4 months, so that will be him done for the rest of this season. And some more sad news, and that is Matti Lund, a stalwart of the club and who has been here from day one, but is getting a bit on, and we need to free up some wages and do some other things as well. He has left. He has agreed to personal terms with Sunderland, so he will be joining them at the start of next season. So goodbye, Matti Lund. We've sold him off for $710,000. Okay guys, so moving into our next game, it is a first versus second clash. We will be hosting Barnsley, who are now in second position with a couple of games left in the season. It will be a simulated game, and it will be the backup brigade going up against them. And we'll simulate straight on through this one. And we come back in the end to fight and get a 2-1 win after going down a goal in the first minute, but also playing majority of the game with 10 men as Rivera getting himself a red card. Okay guys, so moving into our next simulated fixture, and this one is a home game against Shrewsbury in the league. Now, I'm pretty sure that if we do win this game with the backup brigade as well, we will be crowned champions of EFL League 1. So as the players warm up, we'll simulate straight through this one, and it is a 3-1 win. So Carson comes on later in the game to bag himself a goal too, but Nasang Ho will also bag himself a brace. Okay guys, so moving on into one of the 2 final games of this episode, and we are away to Lincoln City on Saturday the 27th of March. We'll just auto-replace for this one. We will be running out the first team with a couple of changes to the bench due to the fact that we have some internationals out doing their international duty. So we'll sim straight through this one, and it is a 1-0 win, a very narrow 1-0 win to the boys of Scunthorpe. Okay guys, so we now move into today's final game of the episode, and this one comes a midweek game away to Gillingham. We'll auto-replace for this match because we are running out the backup brigade for this fixture, and it will be a simulated game, so we're just going to sim on straight through this one, and it is a 3-0 win, but an injury coming to Horsfield. Nothing too bad for the injury to Horsfield. It's only a dead leg calf, so he's only going to be out for 2 days, but we do have a training injury because it's the first of the fucking month. And this one comes to Grozov. He has a bruised rib, and he's only going to be out for the next 3 days. Okay, guys, so that about wraps up today's episode. So we'll move into the months of April and May and probably finish off this season in the next episode. But what I want you guys to do is down in the comments section, are we going to do an invincible season? We have not lost a game yet. Can we do it or can't we do it? I want you to leave your comments down below and tell me whether we are or whether we aren't. But I just want to finish up by saying thank you very much for watching, guys. Be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it and leave your comments and feedback down below. Don't forget to smack that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tick the little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. For all those that aren't aware, please jump on and join in all the fun and in all the banter on the official Corner Flag Games Discord channel. Links will be on screen and in the description below. We are doing live streams now over on Twitch and on YouTube, so make sure that you are following my Twitch channel and make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel with the notification bell tick to get notified each time I go live on either of those platforms. The link for my Twitch will be on screen and in the description below. And I'll be back with the next episode of the Scunthorpe United Road to Glory career mode very soon.